Oh, and I guess we are live. What's good, everybody? I guess we should start an introduction here. Shoot, let me make up one on the fly. Let me think. Welcome everybody. I am Mr. Catwoman, and this is Cats Meow Budget Solutions. Also streaming on MC Locks and Life. Also streaming on MC Locks and Life Twitter. Also streaming on Cats Meow Budget Solutions on Twitter. I don't think there's anywhere else. And welcome everybody. First live stream on Casting Out Budget Solutions, and we're going to call this the budget meeting. So welcome. Hopefully you guys like the name. Um, Something I came up with while driving down the road, and hopefully my sound sounds my sound. Hopefully my sound is good right now. But anyways, you know what? Let's do what everyone else does, and let's get into the chat and see who's all here. Oh, first up is Barry Johnson. Of course, he was first. Hey, what happened there? Oh, that was weird. And then next up, oh shoot, you know what? Barry actually beat me to the stream because I didn't show up until 5:45. My bad, all. Next up is Shay Kennedy. She's in the building. Oh, oh snap! Miss Tay, Spectacular Gadgets, is in the building. Also, who else is here? Yo, that how about the Red Leo? And I'll learn to say your first name later on. I'll try to practice in the mirror later on after the stream. But yeah, welcome. I don't think I've ever seen you here before, but yeah, welcome, welcome. Actually, I believe you're on my MC Locks channel, so yeah, welcome. Oh, thanks, Miss Tay. Yeah, the audio is great. Yeah, thank you. Oh, sweet. Thanks, guys. Um, Also, just to let everyone know, this is the first episode of the budget meeting. I'm streaming on all my social media platforms right now. uh, there's a good possibility after today on MC Locks and Life, it's only going to be up for probably about 24 to 48 hours, and then I'll take it down. So I suggest everyone try to subscribe to Cat's Meow Budget Solutions. Um, I think, do I have a link to that? Let me get a link to that channel real quick. Or, you know what? I have the greatest operations manager in the background right now. So hopefully she can drop the link to Cat's Meow Budget Solutions for subscribing. Also, I got a couple of videos up there now, sitting at 25 subs. I'm trying to hit that 100 to get that custom name because that'll be great. Oh, snap. Ray Williams. Raymond, what's going on? I see you in the building. Thanks for showing up, people. Oh, snap. Barry got it. I see that Septian's in the building also. What's good, Septian? I'm glad that you can make it. Oh, wow. StreamYard is really weird with this multiple. Oh, there's multiple stuff going on here. But yeah, welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Appreciate everyone showing up here. Who who is Barry Williams? I guess so is Barry Williams Barry Johnson who's trying to become Ray Williams? Is that what it is? Oh, thanks, Septi, and I see you had the notifications turned on. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Well, yeah. If anyone have any questions, just let you know. We're probably going to go for about an hour or so. Hopefully, I can keep track of the time somewhere. I need a, you know what? I need a watch. One of these days, I'll have a real watch. My Samsung S3 is on the charger right now, or in the toilet, one or the other. It just fell. Um, but anyways, yeah, this is the budget meeting. The title basically, not the title, but what we're going to talk about today is like basically budgeting, and how to budget. Oh, Ray, that was a joke from last night. Oh, Miss Tay, thanks for subscribing. Appreciate you. Oh, Septian, you know what? I heard about some things last night. One of these days, we'll talk about that. But anyways, so let's talk about budgeting and what budgeting is. Basically, a budget is a plan, plain and simple. You just basically plan out what you make. You're in and you're out. A lot of people do not want to do that. A lot of people just wait for the day when the in comes in, which is payday, and spend without worrying about next week or the next day or anything like that. But basically, budgeting is just basically just planning. Um, anyway, so I do have a spreadsheet. Let's see if I could share my screen. Oh, snap, it actually worked. But as you guys can see here, this is just a simple Excel spreadsheet. It's basically, you got your rent, your phone, how much did it cost per month, and you basically just add it together. And this is the end result, adding. I'm not here to teach anyone how to do Excel at this point in time, but this is just basically something visual for everyone to see what a budget is. And it's to see the budget like basically written out. You can actually do this on with a pen and paper, which is what I actually prefer. Believe it or not, growing up, I just recall a memory of mapping out budgets from when I was 20, when I was 21 and 25 at like the age of 17, literally just planning out my life. But that's, it's probably a story for another day. None of it went according to plan. Septian asked, if you get paid weekly, had much should put in the mattress? I guess is how much you should put in the mattress. If you call a savings account at a bank a mattress, yeah. I always suggest that when budgeting, always budget for saving, even if it's $6.25 a week. I'm a little weird. I do have several accounts where I do save $12.50 a week because I like everything done by the quarter and then divide and stuff like that. But yeah. Anyways, this is where to go from here. This actual spreadsheet was actually made up to show what my budget by 4 is about, but I'm not. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about that. But just worry about these 2 steps right here. Step 1 and step 2. Okay. So as you guys can see, I already have it set up to where, I have the rent, which could be mortgage. Then you have your phone. Then you have a power bill. Down here in the South, we have a water bill. Most places, if they have an apartment building, they don't have water. So that could be 0 for them. Internet, cable, gas, and groceries. Now, just to let you know, in a budget, these right here, these main ones right here, the rent, phone, power, water, internet, and cable, they're always a set amount every month. The water may fluctuate up and down, but it's usually like within $5, depending on if you're watering the grass to rake leaves. Okay, now the gas. Oh no, actually the gas is in it too, because some places they have, gas in their house. I know down here in the South we have gas. I know from my understanding up north you guys have what's that thing called? Oil to heat your furnaces and stuff like that. We don't have that down here down south, but I'm pretty sure it's just like gas. It fluctuates month to month, and I'm pretty sure you guys don't even fill up the tank every single month anyway. Excuse me. Now the groceries. Now in a budget, groceries is an average or an estimate of what you spend in a month. And groceries is a little tricky for when you're trying to budget for the following month. So usually in a budget is not past, it's future. Just to let you guys know, it is future. So groceries, you're supposed to estimate how much you're going to spend in a month on groceries. And the best way, let me get back on the big screen on this one. And the best way to estimate your grocery bill for the next month is to look at your previous months and add up each month and basically try to do an average. And that will usually give you what you probably will spend in a month on your groceries. Power bill is 200. What you got plugged in at Septian, just to let you know, down in the South, Florida, it gets kind of hot. AC usually runs. Um, this time of the year, our AC is running maybe on average about 5 hours a day. But during the summer, our AC is running on average anywhere between 8 to 11 hours a day, and that's keeping the temperature set at like 71 or 72 throughout the day because it gets hot. So yeah, that's how that goes. My house is all electric and it's all over the place. One month it could be $90 or 300 or 400 a month. Yeah. Oh wow. And I believe you live in the middle. So if everything's all electric and it bounces like that, you might want to look into getting smart switches and be more smart homes. Because as a matter of fact, in our house, we have a Nest for our AC. We just got smart switches for our lights downstairs and whatnot. And there was actually a drastic drop in our power bill per month, which was actually really cool. One month last year before we got Nest for the AC, our AC was running, no, our power was running about 300, 310 or something like that a month. Got the Nest in, boy, it dropped down to like 200 ish. So that was pretty cool. Accepting my power bill is about 260 monthly. Oh wow. Yeah, that sounds about right. Ray, I'm not too sure where exactly you're located at, but you might be able to get that lower down if you get that get your house automated to smart home like to where you can track all that. Because once I got that Nest, oh my god, it was great. Oh, Mr. Tay says it depends on the season. Yeah, same thing down here in Florida. As a matter of fact, our power bill runs anywhere between 130 to 190 during the winter months, and then the summer months it goes up to about 250 ish. But when I average everything out for the whole entire year, it's around 220, to be honest with you. But there are some months where it's actually higher. Accepting you're reluctant to turn on your AC, box fan all day. Well, if I could do that down here in Florida, I I would probably get shot for attempting to do that because I'm never home. There are other people that live in this house other than me. Oh, Ray says his entire house is electric. I even have electric water, well system, septic tank. I do not have a water bill or gas bill, just electric. Oh, okay. Oh, well then, yeah, actually, your price per month is actually pretty good because if you don't have water and gas, because usually if you have water and gas and power, you're looking at probably about $300 a month. But if you're at about 260, then you're actually doing really well then. Um, yeah, Barry says, yeah, it's not non-fixed expense. Excellent description of groceries. Thanks, Barry. Appreciate it. Oh, snap. It's Miss Rachel. It's Miss Kimmy, the gadget goddess. Oh my goodness. Bionic Scoop is in the building. What's going on, Scoop? Appreciate you dropping by. Oh, Ray, you're in North Louisiana. Okay, yeah, your weather runs just like ours. Well, you guys do get colder. So, Scoop, you do Flex Pay in Vegas. As a matter of fact, they have basically what I had just described is you doing your Flex Pay. If you basically check out your last calendar year, add up all the months, and do an average of what it is, and set that money aside. So, like, if your summer months is like $300 a month for like 3 months, and then your winter months is like drops down to like 100 or something like that, it's basically do. Let me see. If you put away, I'm just making up a number. Just put away $200 a month into a separate account, and you probably have to start it during the winter months. So, like, if your bill comes out to be $100, you pay $100 out of a $200 account, and then the next month, say it goes up to $200, but you put in 200, so you take out 200, you still have 100. So basically, as long as you put the average amount in, you'll always have money for um for for the bill. But it takes time to build that type of account up, just to let you know. How much you put back every week? Septian and me personally, oh, it depends. Without giving away exactly um how much I personally make on a weekly basis, probably, let me think. probably about 20 to 30% of my paycheck per week I try to put back. But unfortunately, during these struggling times, I'm always having to dip into it. I've been fortunate enough not to dip into it the last couple of weeks, so my savings rate's actually gone down a little bit. Biden needs to initiate a solar panel infrastructure bill. Well, let me think. Solar panels have gotten a lot better over the last 10 years, but I don't see a lot of people using them because the amount of money to install solar panels onto your property and to make back the money takes about 15 years, which they need to level that out to probably about 5 years, to make back your money. And as a matter of fact, at one point in time, I know probably about 10 years ago, solar panels didn't really drop your power bill because the power company set it up to where they actually bought power from you. So it slightly lowered your power bill. The power company bought power from you so that they can use the power to sell to other people. So uh, a solar power infrastructure bill, that would be nice, but they're going to have to fight the city and state on that because every city and state is totally different with the whole solar panel thing. But yeah, anyways, the Red Leo, uh, I guess that's the opposite of what my bill is. I paid over $400 last month, and this summer more like 160 here in Kentucky. Really? Oh, you know what? If you're in Kentucky, then your your heater must be off the AC system, and it probably runs a lot during the winter time. So yeah, I can see that being about 400. Um, Also, real quick, another way for people to actually lower your power bill is your windows. Your windows is a big thing. If you get those insulated windows and whatnot, they will keep more, especially during the summer months. They'll actually keep more cool air in instead of letting hot heat in. So yeah. Scoop says, "Ha ha, 300, cute." Oh, it must be extremely higher than that. And then Scoop says, in Nevada, you can run at an extremely low rate on solar here. They push it. Yeah. Yeah, Scoop, you're right, because since you're in the desert and the heat, it's pretty much sunny all the time. They push it here too in Florida. But and actually they push it mainly in the south too, because as a matter of fact, one of the drop yards I go to, it was a state of the art drop yard that they created in South Houston, and they put up a whole bunch of solar panels. But I'm pretty sure maybe 20% of the yard is ran off of those solar panels, and it probably took up about an eighth or in half an acre of solar panels. So yeah. Let's see. Oh, Scoop is subsidized by the state in Nevada. Yeah, we kind of sort of have some type of program like that here. Um, Luckily, I don't get spam calls about it because I live in a townhome, so there's really no place for us to put solar panels. But I remember growing up, they were trying to push it, but it never really took off. And as a matter of fact, solar panels, wind power, wind turbines, all of this technology alternative to to coal and nuclear energies and stuff like that, all these were created back in the 60s and 70s. It was actually the government that forced them to basically dumb down the technology so that the nuclear guys and the coal and the other types of power companies could actually make money back in the 70s. If the government would have invested in solar power and wind turbines back in the 70s, holy cow, we would have so much clean energy right now. But certain type of people, they wanted to make money quick. Oh, oil companies. That was another one. Oil companies now. And as a matter of fact, out west, I want to say it was about 10 years ago, they started really pushing wind turbine power out west. And they're still in Midwest and West, and they're still pushing that hardcore for sure, for clean energy. Oh, it was one hell of an expensive process. All right, but anyways, so excuse me. So this is basically back to this. This is basically your bills, all this right here, and this is what it's added up to be. So 2,995.42. So $2,995.42. This is just a fictitious number. Just to let you guys know, like these are all. Oh well, these two might not be, but everything else is pretty much fictitious numbers that I just put in, and this is $2,995.42. Now, if I was doing this as a budget, this is how much money that I will be paying out in the following month, not this month, because this month's budget is already completed. So I just want to let you guys know this is future. So this is basically, think about it as this is for May. Okay. Oh, what up, Mike? Oh, just to let y'all know, tonight there is a tech fight on Tech King Mike's channel. I believe it's Digital Slang against Scott Peachy. And we will see who will win. But Mike, the only thing I would like to know from you is like, is Peachy still going to be a normal judge? Because I just want to know before I make my prediction on who's going to win. But anyways, back to the budgeting here. So this is for the following month. So this will be money that you'll have to be able to earn throughout the next month, or be able to earn this month so that you'll have this at the first of the month. Okay. Now let's go to the income. Income is a little. I just put down these random numbers. Me personally, I've been a truck driver for 10 years. I have not had a fixed paycheck. Actually, I've never had a fixed paycheck. So my paychecks always goes up and down. So here, I know most people's paychecks are normally predictable every single week, but for me, it's always been unpredictable. So like for people who have unpredictable incomes, this income right here, this income bar right here, is very important so that you'll know what you're going to make. So like, let's say 1 week you make $1,200, right? As you guys can see, the money changed right there. Now, mind you, don't worry about this. Don't worry about that side right there. And say the week 2 is like 500, and week 3 we'll keep it like that, and then the next week is probably 600. So this is the new adjusted amount for week 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, when I talk to people, actually, let me go back to this. When I talk about income, I'm talking about household income. So I'm talking about if you are married, that means you and your wife's income, okay, combined together. If you are single, which means that you can have a girlfriend or several girlfriends or a couple of girlfriends and a couple of boyfriends or just nothing but boyfriends, I don't know, whatever. You're still single, and that will be just your income. Okay. So anyways, let's go back to this. So income is a little tricky, especially if you don't know what you're going to make. So when you're doing a budget, this will be the income. I guess you could say this is what your predicted income is going to be based off the previous month's income. Now this is very important to know, because like a lot of people, when you ask them, it's like, hey, how much money did you make last week? A lot of people don't know, because people just get it into their bank accounts and they just spend it. Or a lot of people, I love this one. If you typically make $500 a week, right? And then 1 week it jumps up to $725. People think that they have the right, not the right, but the privilege to spend the extra money, but they don't know what's going to happen in week 4 or the next month or the following month and stuff like that. So you should always, I suggest always in a budget, if your money's irregular, go by what your average is. Don't go by what you possibly might make next week because overtime is coming. Just go by what the average is of well, I probably should say your average of your base pay is, so that when you do get extra money in, you can pocket it to help pay down credit cards, uh, or pay down a car note, or anything like that. Whew. Okay. Been talking for a while. Yo, I'm sweating so hardcore here. Anyways, so does anyone have any? Well, oh, Mike. Mike says he always tries to establish a baseline. Like, I know I won't make less than X amount weekly. Might be more, but I know never less. Exactly, Mike. And Mike is actually a truck driver just like me, so he knows exactly what the irregular income is all about for sure. Septine says most people don't have a fixed income unless you're salary, hourly. See, exactly. But when you're hourly, and if you're full time, you know you're going to work. Well, you won't know, but like most people usually work 40 hours a week or a base of 37 hours a week. Oh, Septien, thanks. Septien says, I'm so glad you made this channel. I'd be making the money go brr. Um, Tech King Mike says, I believe what he's referring to, Sept, is like as a truck driver, ours is literally based on miles ran. Even on hourly, you can predict an extent on your baseline, but I get your point as well. That's exactly what I'm talking about, Mike. Exactly. Raymond Williams says that's what prevents a lot of people from starting budgeting because that money fluctuates from check to check. But I tell people to use the average, just like you said. Exactly, Raymond Williams. And I'll actually put one more note onto that. Use a smaller average. Like if you see your average at like $1,000 a week, like just drop it to 100 and pretend that not to 100 to $900 a week, and pretend that you make only $900 a week, and anything over that, boom, that's savings or something to use to pay down debt, which would be really great. Woo. Hope. Oh, okay. So now, okay. Well, you know what? I could probably go here now. So as you guys can see, don't worry about this right here. Well, not just yet. You know what? I might actually teach you guys that today. But don't worry about that right there. Let's look at the income. So this is the average income per week. So say 756.25. So you can actually write out your whole entire budget for the year with a base income of 756.25. But always keep in mind that like if you make anything more in a week, like put that into some type of savings or use it to pay down debt. But if you were to make less than that, there's no need to panic. But if you make less than that, probably about, let's say, two to 4 weeks in a row, then you need to adjust your numbers here to accommodate what your budget is. So yeah, was there any? Ray says, Barry, I'm broke and budgeting. Laugh my ass out loud. Trying to fake it till I make it. Yo, I just got triggered. I'm sorry, Raymond. This is nothing against you. Faking it till you make it is an old saying that the mindset needs to change. Only because, especially in the Black community, everyone says, I'm going to fake it till I make it. And 30, 40, 50 years down the road, they're still trying to fake it till they make it. Just to let you know, fake it till you make it sounds like I'm just going to wait for opportunity to come to me. I'm just going to wait for things to come to me. No. Especially in the African American community, people need to start being intentional about what they do. Now, when it comes to money, you need to be intentional about how you spend your money. Be responsible on how you spend your money. Make sure you're using your money to invest in yourself and in your kids. Always always I just lost my train of thought. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, faking it till you make it. It's a saying that needs to go away. Hardcore. Barry says, if we agree on living off the average and not our potential, should we put the excess in savings or something else? That's a good question. It's really up to the individual or the family or the married couple. Me personally, if you say we're out of complete debt, no credit cards, no house payment, no nothing or anything like that, I would say make sure to have some type of savings plan. Now you can, which will be, I guess you could say, would be like an investment. So you can invest, not necessarily in the stock market, but you can also invest in real estate. Oh, you could also invest in yourself and teach yourself a new trade so that you could be more productive in your community. That would be nice. Or invest invest the money to where one day you can, you do your physical time in the community and whatnot. Yo, what's going on, Tech Rant? See you in the building. That's awesome. Ray said, "I feel it, Cecil. I was just joking though. I'm I'm pretty serious about money matters though." No, Raymond Williams, I got you. I got you. I actually do appreciate you making that comment because, as a matter of fact, this is the fake it till you make it is actually one of the things I talk to with LB all the time because like those words actually trigger us, and we always talk about how to improve, ourselves and in our community. Oh, Eric Drummond, what's going on? He's like, hey, bro, how's everyone doing tonight? While you budget out of the whole year, bro, I only do up to 6 months at a time. You know what, Eric? I'm glad you said that because budgeting is it's a great tool. Like I said, you don't have to use Excel. You can use pen and paper or anything like that. You can budget up to a month in advance, 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year. Me personally, I have it set up for in our household. It's set up for a year. Like I, our income is probably about 40%. No, it's probably about 50% of what we actually bring in just to take care of the household. And then anything else over that, we use that to pay off stuff or try to pay off stuff. Oh, Mr. Techran, he asks, which should someone do first, get out of debt or invest? We've actually had this discussion before in the past couple of years. Me personally, the the psychological math would be to get out of debt first and then invest. But you can invest while getting out of debt. And as a matter of fact, investments, you guys are probably going to think I'm slightly crazy on this, but to invest does not mean to invest in the stock market, not to invest into real estate, not to invest into a business. But we get all those are investments. But think about as yourself, your personal self, as an investment also, whether it's learning a new skill to make more money, even investing in working out to live a healthier life. You know, think of investment like that. So to really answer your question, Tech Grant, like you can do both. To be honest with you, Tech King Mike says, "Man, I want another trade." Something like welding or something with my hands. People are always looking for someone to support the side hustle. It, and he also said maybe in some years when someone else is driving my truck for me, but still, yeah, Mike, I get you. Like learning a trade, um, as well as I do. Trucking is a trade, but learning another skill or trade, it depends if that's something you want to do. I actually got a cousin. He does welding. He actually has, I believe, he has a bachelor's degree in welding. But you can also get a couple of certificates at the local technical school for welding, also, um, to learn that. But like Mike, you're probably better off being more of an actor. And I don't mean like a classically trained actor, but like show yourself on your YouTube videos more, show your funny side more, show your dramatic side more. That could be also a trade. You might be able to actually train people in that too. Think about that. Because I've never seen, like, unless you're a good drawer, I don't see you as a welder, to be honest with you. But anyways, moving right along. Septian, I'd say get out of debt. Juicy J tried to buy a house for his house, for his mom's, and an old $300 beeper debt held him back. Oh wow, wow, that's crazy. But yeah, Septian, like your answer's not wrong. They're really the only wrong answer I would say is like if you're already living paycheck to paycheck and any extra money that comes up at once in a blue moon, you decide to invest in the stock market, that takes time to build money to come back to you. I think that's definitely wrong. But if you're investing, if you're at the point where you can invest in the stock market, that's good too. Mike says, I'm not funny or dramatic. I'm just here so I don't get fined. Yeah, well, the Madam President there, she'll fine you, but she'll also you know, whirly bird you too. But that's a different story for another day. Um but yeah, as a matter of fact, you know what? Let me roll back to a Septian's thing. $300 old debt. Um this God, this is I guess this is a slight trigger for me. Ladies and gentlemen, credit means jack. If you can tell me, I want someone to show me or show me how credit is the best thing in the world, because last time I checked, credit does not put food on the table. I can't look at my credit score and be like, hey, credit score, I want a cheeseburger. You know, if you're if everyone is so focused, if you really want to improve your credit score and have the best credit score ever, forget the score and just pay your bills. That's exactly what I did a couple of years ago. I said, screw the score, let me pay my bills. And literally a year and a half after I did that, I jumped up to, oh, snap, let me think. My credit score jumped from it never was higher than a 640, 645 my whole entire adult life. And it literally jumped to over 800 within less than 2 years. Because I said, forget the score, let me keep it moving. I ended up just buckling down, paying off credit cards, paying off everything, and my score jumped up. It is, and I'm actually in a good spot right now.
When you bought our last car, your credit score was 850. Just wanted to tell that and show that off.
Yeah, well, I don't think it was an 8. I think it was like an 8. I think it was an 820 actually, and they were like, "Oh, that's interesting." I was like, "Yeah, it's up there," and I literally just focused on credit cards. And by the way, just to let y'all know, that was my wonderful, brilliant technical operations engineer manager. I don't know, short for wife. How about that? That was Tech Valor up in the building. Anyways, Eric Drummond's like, credit score is just a way to open opportunities because people see big numbers and get excited. Eric, good God Almighty, that is exactly right. It does. Credit scores do open opportunities. There are some companies that will not hire you unless you have a decent credit score. Yes, that is true. And people do get excited over the number. But I promise y'all, if you guys forget the number and just buckle down and pay bills, the number will go up. You still have to, also one other thing to that. First, most people who have bad credit scores don't know how to manage your money also. So if you learn how to manage your money, basically what comes in and what goes out, you pay your bills on time, your credit score will reflect how you manage money. I promise y'all. All right, Septian says, but Cecil, I went from 450 to close to white people credit. I'm doing good now. See, look at that. Eric's like, damn, 820. Just to let you guys know, another secret thing about credit, if you have multiple inquiries on your credit report, it does drop. Um, I was in the middle of refinancing our house last year, and the deal fell through probably about 3 times only because I was dealing with idiots, and my credit score dropped down to like a 720 because I had all these multiple inquiries on my credit report. But it's going back up slowly. Within probably about 3 months, I'll probably be no, probably about 6 months, I'll be back up in the 800s. Septian says Capital One wants me bad. Man, they keep calling me. You know what, Septian, Capital One is a very special company, and I have a couple of credit cards with them. And every time I ask them, I was like, "Hey, can I get a credit line increase?" They totally deny me all the time. Barry Johnson says mine was 840, although the finance person didn't believe the score was attached to me. Yeah, I believe it. I just let you know, it just so happens. Let me think. The Oh, no, no, that wasn't a dealership. This was a new dealership, and like they didn't look at me twice. But the other dealership where I got my car at, uh, they knew me before because I had bought a car from them before, so they didn't flinch at all because they knew that something like that was going to happen anyway. Miss Kimmy's like, yeah, if you want a Fed job, watch the score. It matters. Yes, yes, it does. The Feds, anything to do with money and banking, anything that has to do, I want to say with Social Security, whether it's federal or private, you have to watch that too because they really do work up on that. Um, but yeah. Oh wow, I'm just dropping a whole bunch of stuff here. I'm sorry, guys. This is all there's multiple social media outlets. It's quite overwhelming right now, and I'm trying to navigate through all this. Septian says, I can't imagine 820. I was aiming for 760. Yeah. Um, Also, another thing about credit that a lot of people like bypass, but your income can affect your credit score only because when you're applying for credit cards or applying for housing and stuff like that, it's called a debt to income ratio. So if your debt to income is at like, say, I don't know, 70% debt to your income, like you won't qualify for house even if you have a score of 700. You know, a lot of cars are the same way too, and whatnot. Mike says the military as well checks. I know military government contracts and stuff like that. They do background checks and stuff like that, and that's included. Um, Mike says when I was trying to go into the Air Force at 21, they checked my credit score and it impacted the acceptance. Oh wow, no, but Mike, weren't you going for an officer position? Because I would assume that's what it be would be like that for sure, for sure. Well, it looks like we got about 10 minutes left. Um, till the top of the hour. I guess I'll keep going. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, or any more, you guys have been great and wonderful. Also, I'll just do another reminder for those who are watching on MC Locks in Life. Um, this will most likely this stream on this particular channel will be up for about 24 hours, and then it'll be taken down. Moving forward, I'll be streaming solely on Cat's Meow. I might once in a while do MC Locks, um, dual dual streaming and whatnot, but we'll see. And for those of you on the Twitters, also check out Cat's Meow Budget Solutions on YouTube and make sure you subscribe there because there will probably come a time where I won't be streaming there and I'll be streaming solely on YouTube, but I don't know if that will ever happen. Oh, Mike, you're going in as enlisted. Oh, wow. Did not know that. Oh, thanks, Miss Tay, for, yeah. Hopefully the stream does help out people. And also, just guys to let you know, probably should mop it up. Not mop up, but talk business a little. My schedule, I have every other Saturday off. And I was thinking about streaming every other Saturday. I would love to do weekly, but if I do weekly, it will be like, say, this Saturday, and then next week will be next Sunday. So it'll be like every other Saturday and then every other Sunday and whatnot. But I don't know about that. Depends on what people think. I might do a poll on Twitter about it. Septina says Acorn is a good tool for investing money. It rounds your pocket change, which is cool to me. Any type of investing into the market, I don't suggest unless, one, you know how to manage your money, and two, if you have extra money just laying around doing nothing and you want to do something with it. But other than that, any type of investing is always good as long as you learn what you're investing in and as long as it has a positive return. But also remember, when you're investing, time is a big factor, and it takes time for your money to come back to you, or the new set of money to come back to you. Septine LaShawn uses it. He's could give you some direct information on it. Yeah, there you go, Septine. You could check out LaShawn. He might know a lot about that. Septine said every Saturday, my man. I wish I could do every Saturday, but like this coming week is my long week. So next Saturday, there's a good possibility I might not come home until like midnight or 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, or I might come home at 6 o'clock next Saturday. I don't know. Barry's like, I'm cool with either. Mike is like, I'm good with either too. But yeah, we'll see. We shall see. But Septine said, all right, I'll hit up King Pixel. Well, you know, gotta hit him up. Truck Chronicles. You know, I've always thought about streaming in the truck, but unfortunately, where I drive at night, I have some dead spots that I can't predict. Well, I can predict, but I cannot predict the times when I'll be hitting those spots. So I don't know if I'll do a Truck Chronicles. I might on MC Locks and Life one night if the operations manager is willing to be up late. We might do a stream one of these days just to show you guys what I do, but it's really basic. Ain't nothing crazy. Eric's like, bro, however you want to do it, he'll be there. Oh, thanks, Eric, man. I really appreciate you. Miss Kimmy says she loves trucker YouTubers. Well, believe it or not, what I do, it's repetitive. It's the same thing every night. You know, I take over real quick. I drive the same highway. I don't see anywhere else new. Nothing really crazy ever happens except for last night when a tire flew off my truck. But that rarely happens, you know. Septine says Jack Burton from Big Trouble in Little China. I know the movie, but I don't know the people. Okay, cool. Well, you see, Miss Kimmy, I promise you, nothing crazy normally never happens. You know what? Someone is messing with me right now. But anyways, yeah, nothing crazy normally never happens except for yesterday when my steer tire, I saw it in my rearview mirror. Mike, yeah, you're right. Trucking is boring. He's talking to Miss Kimmy, and as a matter of fact, Mike, you might want to be nice, or you're gonna get lit up. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Oh, Jack Burton is the main character. Okay, Kurt Russell. Okay. Well, Miss Kimmy, very rarely you get the stories like of what really happens. It's just one of those things. But it just so happens yesterday we had a tire fly off while I was driving. Stuck for 4 or 5 hours waiting to get fixed. You know, I'm cussing out my company. And that was when I was awake. And then when I fell asleep, we got hit last night in the fuel island. That was new. You know, I think we're done with our wild, crazy stories for a couple months. Although there was a time when I used to see a truck fire or a car fire on the side of the road once a month. And those were actually predictable for some odd reason. Every month I did, but I don't see that no more. Promise y'all. Mike, you better be worried. I'm just saying. I tried to save you the other day. I tried to save you, and just let you know the bill is in the mail, and the first 5,000 is going to T because I threw him under the bus. But anyways, she's like, next time, Miss Kimmy's like, next time you put a post in the family chat at 4 a.m. Cecil, I'm going to say, be quiet, trucking is boring. Well, I haven't posted at 4 a.m. in a long time because I'm usually actually driving at that point in time. Mike's like, far from it, but anywho's. And see, Bear, I thought you were my friend. Yes, Mike, I will take the bill and I will take it to the Madam President, just to let you know. And me and Miss Alexis will have a nice long talk. How about that? So Septine's like Cecil said, the check is in the mail, like Jack Burton. Let's go. That's right. That's right. And Miss Kimmy's like, sheesh. I hope I said it right. Sheesh. Oh Lord, they're going in on the chat here. What is going on now? Oh, Mike's like, Mike, I don't know why you put that. I don't know why you put Alexis. It's Miss Alexis for one. Gonna kick yo. You show with the $175,000. Now see, Mike, you ain't listen or read what I said in chat. It's $125,000. It wasn't 175. I'll take 175, but it was 125,000. Oh snap! Miss Kimmy said Catwoman has seen Big Trouble in Little China. You know what? I might have when I was little. I don't know if I did or not. Poor Mike is like, oh God. And Barry's like, sheesh. And sheesh again. Oh, that's amazing. Well, anyways, we got 1 minute to the top of the hour. For one, I'm sorry for starting late. We were having some technical difficulties and whatnot. And some other stuff going on, but it is the top of the hour. I'm probably going to go ahead and get out of here. Before I go, just to let you guys know, whoever's watching on the Twitters or on MC Locks and Life, the YouTube channel, make sure to hop over to Cat's Meow Budget Solutions. The link is in the chat and will be in the description after the video is done. And subscribe there. Hopefully, I'll also get out some more videos before the end of the week. This week to help people with budgeting and whatnot. And also, if you anybody could leave a comment or hit me up on Twitter, asking questions, which probably could be some good video live stream ideas, and whatnot, so that we can all discuss as a group. And also, just to let you guys know, for future live streams, if anyone ever wants a link to jump on, probably after the and want to ask some like hardcore in-depth questions, just ask for the link and we can get that out to you so you guys can jump on, so that we can ask. Because I know sometimes asking the questions in the chat is really hard and it can be not interpreted some other ways. Let me think. Barry says, I don't think you did because Jack Burton was the main character. Oh, okay. Yeah, I probably didn't. My bad. Yeah, okay. I got it. Also, just look a quick reminder. In about an hour, I believe it is. Mike, you might want to confirm that the Saturday Night Tech Fight, iPhones versus versus Pixel, Scott Peachy and Digital Slang. It's going to be an interesting fight tonight. If anyone doesn't know what a tech fight is, it's basically two debaters debating about tech, and it's really fun. I was I was one of the first ever fighters, and I'm going to go on record and say I was the best, also the best judge ever. And I'm in currently in retirement right now. That's why I'm not currently fighting. But it is a lot of fun to watch, and it is great and wonderful. Oh, Lord Nightbot, you're so pushy today. Good guy. Okay. Well, anyways, thanks for everyone hanging out. Wait, did I forget anything? I don't think so. So I got me and Mike. Oh, you know what? I'll do this too. Also, everyone, anyone from the tech community knows that like I'm part of the family, and we got you guys practically almost every single day of the week for live streams. Um, Mondays, I believe you got Lewis, Trenton, and T. Tuesday nights, you got Miss Kimmy. Wednesday nights, you got Easy from Easy Computer Solutions. Thursday nights, you got Gadget Chats with my wife and Miss Kimmy. And then you got Mike on Thursday nights. And then LaShawn's Friday night streams are probably the best out of everybody's with the Ignorant Hours on Friday night. On Saturdays, you got Barry and me part-time for now. Hopefully one of these days I'll be full-time. And on Saturday or Sunday, as a matter of fact. So yeah. Eric Drummond says, "Yes, sir. Got Pixel going against Apple tonight. Let me go get something to eat before the show starts. Good stream, bro. I'll catch you on the next one." Thanks, Eric. Really appreciate you coming out. Also, appreciate everybody else for coming out tonight. And like I said, if you guys have any questions, leave a comment or hit me up on the Twitters, Cat's Meow Budget, or MC, or at Mr. Catwoman at Mr. Catwoman 2018. Also Instagram at MC Locks and Life. I think I got all the socials. Or you can even email me at questions@catsmeowbudgetsolutions.com. That'd be great too. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and roll on out of here. I really appreciate everyone for coming by. And you guys have a great and wonderful day. Peace out.